Who is Mike Smith? How did he lose $210,000 in Saudi Arabia on February 29, 2020?
Let us find out.
Born Michael Earl Smith on August 10, 1965, he is an American jockey. He has been one of the leading riders in U.S. thoroughbred racing since the early 1990s. Inducted into the National Museum of Racing and Hall of Fame in 2003, he has won the most Breeders' Cup races of any jockey with 26 Breeders' Cup wins. Smith is also the second leading jockey of all time in earnings with over $312 million. In 2018, Smith won the Triple Crown, becoming the oldest jockey to win the title at age 52.
On February 28 and 29, 2020, the Saudi Cup was inaugurated and held at the King Abdulaziz racetrack in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Smith was among 14 international jockeys, 7 males and 7 females, invited to take part in the event. The race was dubbed the world's richest horse race, having a prize pool of $20 million. On the first day of the Saudi Cup, Mike Smith won the first ever STC International Jockeys Challenge, earning him $30,000. On the second, and last day of the races, he was not as lucky as Panama native Luis Saez, who rode maximum security to victory and bagged the $10 million first prize. Mike Smith managed to ride Midnight Bisou into second place only, which garnered a $3.5 million prize for the horse owner, while third-place finisher horse Ben Battle won $2 million. All jockeys received a 10% share of any prize money. Under this condition, Smith would pocket $350,000 as personal earnings. That should be the end of it. But no, not quite. During that final race, Smith was found to have struck, or whipped, his mount Midnight Bisou 4 times above the 10 allowed under Saudi Arabia's rules. For this, he was handed an 8-day whip ban, and he forfeits 60% of his share of the $3.5 million second prize money. That equates to a loss of $210,000. Smith also received an additional 1-day suspension for striking Midnight Bisou without regard to her stride. Aside from this, Smith was given another 2-day ban for missing a weigh-in after an earlier race. Phil Tuck, stipendiary steward for the Jockey Club of Saudi Arabia, said, "All riders, including Mike, were spoken to at a briefing on Friday and Saturday, and reminded of the relevant rules and penalties. A guide to all relevant rules was emailed to visiting riders before their arrival and copies were pinned up in the changing rooms. We are protecting the welfare of the horse and all riders were informed of this. Saudi Arabia is very strict in its implementation of rules that seeks to protect animals, in this case, horses." Mike Smith sent a letter of appeal to the Jockey Club of Saudi Arabia. In an interview, Smith expressed disappointment with the severity of the Saudi fine and suspensions, which far exceed those in the U.S. for similar violations, saying the punishment doesn't fit the crime. But really, he has no one else to blame but himself. What do you think?